Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you this look, which is the Peacock Eye Ombre Lip. Very bold. One that you probably won't be wanting to go out, but definitely something to play with. And I'm using the Freedom palette, obviously, because it's Freedom February, and I'm using it in the Rock and Roll Pro Decadence palette. Pro Decadence has got, how many has it got? It doesn't say it on there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 eyeshadows in it. They remind me of the Revealed palettes, the Coastal Scents Revealed palettes, because of the way that they're set out. I don't want to blind you, so I'm going to sort of try and cover the mirror, but it is huge. But this is an incredible palette. It's very colourful, but also quite neutral down the bottom. It doesn't have a crease colour per se, and it doesn't have a matte cream colour, which is what I really prefer in my palettes. But nonetheless, I've worked with it and I've created this sort of peacock eye, quite crazy eye, and yeah, I love it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and keep watching because you'll see the get ready with me tutorial slash not really a makeup guru, but doing it anyway. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye guys. So I'm going to start with powder because that's the easiest thing, and I'm going to use the Freedom pressed powder. I'm always probably going to use this, so I'm not sure whether I'll keep popping this in the video, but it depends what order I put these in, I guess. And I'm just going to powder the face. This is translucent powder, shade 101. There we go. I'm just lightly putting that on the face because I'm also going to use this powder under my eyes, and this is the powder in the Pro Contour, which is a sort of yellowy powder, and I feel like this is the right sort of cut shade of banana powder for me. The other ones I've come across don't really work under the eyes for me, but this one does. It's really soft. It's a really good highlighting powder. So I put that just around the eyes, down the nose, and then on the chin, and then up here. And I am going to use this contour today. It's not my favourite. It's slightly reddy toned, but because it's light, it does work. It's almost like a blush, I think, more than a contour, but I don't mind. I always think when I do contour on camera it looks so strange. I obviously don't blend it enough. I don't want to do much of a contour, to be fair, but I do want to use these products so I can show you what they're capable of. I'm doing a triangular contour because I want it to be quite light. I'll just blend that out with this. I'll probably blend it a bit more with another brush. My hair's really wet because I spent hours, and when I say hours, I mean hours, brushing out knots. Ooh, a car's just pulled up. I'm so nosy. We're quite lucky. We live in like a cul-de-sac, and we're the last house on the end of the cul-de-sac, and there's a park opposite us and a field. So I just get to see sort of cars driving up and down. I quite like that, but I'm weird like that. I like the fact that I can be nosy out my back window. So I'm going to use this blush palette today. It's the Pro Blush Palette Pink and Baked. And it's got 6 blushes. I think 5 of which are matte, 1 of which is a shimmer. And then 2 of these baked ones. You've got this lovely pink one here and that white lilac one, which is really pretty. So I'm actually just going to use that pink one just lightly. Just going to take this big brush, tap it off, and I'm just going to tap it on because I don't want to use a lot of blush today because the eyes are going to be pretty bold. But I'm using this blush so it's sort of like a shimmer as well, so there is a bit of highlight there, but not too much. Just really pretty. There we go. Probably is a bit too much, but you know when you can't really tell. Oh yeah, I can tell now. I've looked in a mirror. What a wally. Okay, and finally, I'm just going to spritz my face. I don't like having so much powder product on it. This isn't a Freedom product. Freedom. This is a Makeup Revolution product, but I'm sure it's the same. I find with this one, it's a lot less sticky and drying. It dries quickly, sorry. So out of all of my fixing sprays that I have, and I have 3, so this one, an Avon one, which actually I will be using, but I use that for putting eyeshadow on. I don't use it for on my face, and the e.l.f. one, which is a bit too wet. This one, I do sort of have to fan it down, but it sort of dries. Do you know what? I need to get over this sort of thing because it's doing my head in. I do talk about sort of quite a lot. Here we go. Sorry, just moved you a bit. So I'm going to use the eye primer, which I have to say I've really been enjoying. And I think it's a very good eye primer. And I didn't think it would be. That's terrible, isn't it? I don't really have a favourite eye primer, although if you've seen my January favourites video, you'll have seen actually that this is a favourite of mine in that video. Oh dear. So I patted that on. I'm just going to let that get a bit tacky. Not tacky, but it sort of helps for it to stay, the eyeshadow to stay. And as you'll see in my intro, today I'm going to be using the Pro Decadence Rock and Roll palette, and it looks like this. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with this because I love the colours in here. You've got your neutrals down here, and you've got all your darks and really colourful darks as well that you can use for a smoky eye. So I still sort of haven't decided. I desperately want to use this colour because it's just so stunning. It's a purpley blue, and I don't think I've ever seen a colour that bright before. I just love the colour, but I feel like I've already done a look like that. So, I mean, I'm tempted by this green. Quite tempted to do an eye look with that. I'm not sure at the moment, and I need to work that out because I am filming. There are lots of things you can do with this palette. There's a gorgeous sort of champagne colour there that will work really well as a highlight, and there's a really nice bronzy taupe. So at the moment, you know, I could go neutral, which I may do with a lot of other palettes, and because this has got colour in, I am going to use this again during Freedom February. So to be honest, you're going to get something. So I feel like I should use the blue, although it looks like the other one. I haven't quite decided. Yes, I'm going to use the blue. I'm going to use the blue today. So there isn't a matte colour in there that is a sort of creamy colour. So I'm going to use this eyeshadow highlighter colour because it's a matte. I'm just going to put that over the top of the eyelid just so that I've got something for the crease colour to take hold of. I'm just wondering if there is a crease colour in here. Not really. I tell you what I'm going to use for a crease colour. I am actually going to use this palette, and I'm going to use the shade that I used on my cheeks, and I'm just going to pop that in the crease just as a transition shade. I tell you what, I need to get some sort of elocution lessons or something. And do you know what? I also need to pluck my eyebrows, so please accept my apologies for the state of my brows. It wasn't intentional. I guess that's the difficulty, you know, when you've got a palette that's got so many different colours and stuff in. It's I hate it when there isn't a crease shade or a base shade, but there is a lovely matte black in there, so that's going to be useful for sure. So just popping that as a transition shade, and that actually makes a really nice transition shade. Okay, just going to blend that out a bit because I don't want there to be any harsh lines when it comes to this. And I'm going to take the gold first, I think. there is a lovely gold colour in here, very shimmery. There's two. There's this sort of gold there. I'm just lightly touching these, and this, it's almost like an antique gold. So I think I'm going to take the brighter gold, and I'm going to use my flat brush here, and I'm going to pop that just on the inner corner, in a sort of third. Wow, the pigmentation in these is quite incredible. If you can see where I'm just laying this down now in the eye, I can see it as well, so hopefully you can. I'm trying to get closer to the camera these days. I should go for a peacock look, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done. And I could have used the blue. I still could, the blue and the green. I'm going to go for a peacock look. Yes. Why did nobody shout and tell me this? Why did you all sort of sit back and let me get on with it? And now I'm going to take, well, this is where this gets a bit interesting. I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to take some of my fixing spray and I'm going to spray it into the brush. It's this fixing spray by Avon. And I'm just going to spray it on the brush, dampen it up a bit, shake that off. And I'm going to take that awesome green shade, so it's wet, and lay that on the middle of the eye. It's like paint when you use fixing spray. Can you see what I'm doing? Just putting that on the middle. I will blend these colours together because at the moment there's like a block and a block, and I don't want that to be the look. So I'm just going to place that in the middle. The intensity is obviously a lot greater than what it would be because I've wet the brush. It is quite intense. It's very cold. It's quite nice actually. And then I'm just going to blend that through. I don't want it to go everywhere though actually. I'm going to let that dry down a bit because I don't want it to go everywhere. I just want it to sort of look half decent. Let me just put that in on there. I'm trying to think what would make a good sort of blending brush for this. I suppose something dry. So I'm going to use that brush that I used for the gold and just sort of blend them together. Yeah, so that it transitions into one another. Definitely the right thing to do, I think. There you go. That's much better. And I'll do some blending afterwards. And then I'm going to take that same brush, just give it a little bit of wipe down, spray a tiny bit more of the fixing spray on it, and I'm going to take that incredible blue colour. Ooh, wow. I'm not sure if you can use these wet and dry, but I am anyway. I think, you know, if it's a shimmer, you can definitely use it. And I'm going to place that on the outer edge of the eye. This is such an incredible colour. It's like a purple with a blue iridescence, like a duochrome to it. It's really incredible blue. If you've not seen it before, I mean, look at it on my eye. It's just so pretty. It's definitely something that, you know, you'd normally steer clear of. Blues on the eyes, you know, and all that. It's not a good combination for eye looks. I've gone really peacocky. That's peacocky. You know what I mean. I need to use the mirror really. I'll get close to you guys, but use the mirror. So I'm just placing that on the outer edge of the eye. The same on this side. I can't do it. Oh, that's better. I couldn't do it. That's so weird. This is a very brave look. One that I won't be going out with. It is Sunday after all. And I'm just going to take this brush again and just smooth that out so that it all links together. The same on this side. There we go. Okay, now taking the brush here and taking the matte black. Oh, that is it's sort of like a greeny black. I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely not pure black. I'm just going to put that on the outer V. What I'm hoping it will do is sort of sharpen up make them a bit more bold. I know that needs a good blend, but we'll see. See if I can get close for you. But it sort of sharpens up what's there. Oh, goodness gracious, that wasn't very good, was it, Nia? Don't worry, we can blend that out without getting too worried. Oh, she says. Right, I'm just going to use my blending brush. Wow, that was definitely need a blend. Same this side. What you want to stay clear of is sharp lines. You know, we want to make sure that they go away. So I'm just going to really blend that out here. What's at the top there? The same here. It's almost taking away any eyeshadow that you didn't want. So it just mutes it slightly, but not too much, because we still want this to be a bold eye, and that it is. Very, very bold. So I'm just going to take that lovely blue colour again and just place it back in the edge there. I really want this blue to stand out. Let's get that again. This side, get close to the camera. Can you see that blue? It's incredible. Such an awesome colour. Like, who would wear that on a daily basis? Apparently me. Apparently I would put it on my eyes, amongst other things. This is a very bold look for anybody. And if you're afraid of bold colours, I probably wouldn't recommend it. And I'm going to take this, there's like a dark grey here, and yeah, sort of a greyish, no, a purple, sort of a purpley grey. And I'm just going to take that under the eye, just to bring all of those colours together. Oh, it's hard to get in there. I can't really see. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, because I can't. This brush is so good for everything. I love this brush. There we go. And then I'm going to take this lovely goldy colour again and just go into the underneath my eye and into the inner corner. Just to give it that extra bit of dimension. And the mascara I'm going to use today, again, is not a Freedom mascara. It's a Bourjois mascara. It's the 1 Second mascara, and it's not my favourite, but it is a good mascara. It seems to make my eyelashes very obvious, almost false lashy. I get a lot of compliments when I wear this one, but it doesn't mean I like it, because it's not an easy one to sort of apply, sort of. I need to stop with the sort of, it's doing my Sweden. So that's the mascara. Now I might put on some eyeliner. Do you know what would have been good? I wish I'd brought it with me, my green eyeliner. That would have been quite nice, wouldn't it? It would have been very different. I know what Claire's going to say when she gets home. What the hell is on your face? But do you know what? It's always fun to play with makeup when you've got it. Like, that's the whole point. I collect makeup for sure. Like, it's not a healthy amount of makeup. It's not what I would wear every day. Like, if I go back to 2 years ago, before I was doing YouTube, I had a lot of makeup, but not as much as I have now. It's definitely something that has grown since doing YouTube. And it's not because of YouTube. It's more about the fact that my hobby has become makeup and playing around with it. Now, I'm not going to lie, this was an eye look that not gold as such. I did it with yellow, green and blue. They weren't shimmery either. But when I was younger, I had some eyeshadow palettes and I used to work in a garage. This is a long time ago. I used to work in a garage and I decided it would be fun to do peacock eyes. And this is exactly how I did it, although not with the black. I've got an eyelash that's hanging down. Oh, look. I've just wiped it off my nose because that was ridiculous. Yeah, it's a bit claggy. There was an eyelash hanging down. I think it might have just come off on the brush there, so lovely. It's not easy to do my bottom lashes with this either. Oh, and it gets everywhere. It gets all over my face, apparently. So I'm just going to give my eyelashes, my eye makeup, just one last blend because I feel like it just is a bit harsh around here. That's better. And the same on this side. That's better. And I'm going to use, I always think that my makeup looks better when I put mascara on, like it always brings it all together. I do have eyeliner with me, so I think I will put some on. I don't think I'll be doing a winged eyeliner today, so I'm just going to do a normal eyeliner just on the top of the eye. Just to give some definition. This is the PS Love eyeliner. I just love this. PS Love, love this. It's a really good eyeliner and I'm gutted that I don't have any more. I've only got one of these and it's one of the best ones I've ever used. And it cost £1. I always think it's really good to use eyeliner when you've had some messy mascara because if it goes on the top, it sort of hides what happened. Hides the mistakes. Well, it's not a mistake, it's just the mascara that's gone everywhere. So that's the eyeliner on. And finally, I'm going to do something that's slightly different. I've got 1, 2, 3 lipsticks here. And one of them is a white lipstick, one is a sort of berry toned, and one is a slightly lighter berry toned. One of them is called the Pro Now in Adorn, one is the Pro Pink in Flush, and one is the one is the lipstick in Stormtrooper. So I'm going to take the darker one first, which is Adorn in the Pro Now, and I'm just going to use that on the outer edges. Like so. I look like a mad woman. This is one of my favourite lip colours from the Freedom range, Adorn. Really lovely. They're only £1 if you wanted to know. And then I'm just going to take the pink one and place that in the middle. Oh my goodness, I look like a clown. I certainly do in this mirror anyway. That's hilarious. Oh well, all in the name of trying something new. And then I'm going to take this white lipstick and place it just down in the middle. To give me that. Oh gosh, that is an odd, I mean the lips are lovely, but I don't know whether it goes with the eye look particularly well. But you know what, let's stick with it because I'm going to be doing a shit ton of videos, excuse my language, with this makeup. So there you have it. Leah looks like a clown. My Freedom Peacock eye look with a ombre lip using, and this is what this is good for, this white lipstick. Good to give you that ombre effect really quickly if you are looking to do that with your makeup. I know that there is some rough around the edges bits with this makeup, certainly under here, for example. Let's tidy that up. But it's all it's all a game. It's all a fun sort of testing experience, and I'm enjoying it. And yes, it looks bizarre sometimes what I do, but I enjoy it. I have fun, and I just want to keep playing. Anyway, that's the final look, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.